What if I told you that Elon Musk's AI just leaked something so shocking it could change everything you believe about reality? What if I told you that the world around you, the choices you make, the thoughts you think, the very fabric of existence is being manipulated by unseen forces? Right now, artificial intelligence is not just predicting your behavior, it's controlling it. And if that's true, then who's really in charge? This isn't just speculation. For decades, hidden knowledge from ancient texts, quantum physics, and suppressed researchers pointed to a disturbing truth. Reality itself may be nothing more than a carefully programmed illusion. The simulation hypothesis, once dismissed as science fiction, is now being taken seriously by the world's most powerful minds. And if reality is a simulation, then AI is its enforcer, subtly rewriting the world around you, without your consent. But why is this happening now? Why is AI advancing so rapidly? Why is your reality shifting in ways you can't explain? The truth is, those in power don't want you to know. They don't want you questioning the system, because once you see the illusion for what it truly is, you can break free from it. But time is running out. If you don't wake up soon, you may never escape their control. You can close this video now and remain inside their carefully designed program, or you can stay and uncover the truth they never wanted you to find. The choice is yours, but once you see it, you can never unsee it. Elon Musk has hinted at this for years. He's openly stated that there is a high probability we are living in a simulation, not just metaphorically, not just philosophically, literally. A pre-programmed system where our thoughts, our emotions, and even our reality itself are being controlled by something or someone beyond our understanding. And here's where it gets terrifying. With the rise of artificial intelligence, we are no longer just participants in this simulation. We are becoming its subjects. The question is, who or what is really in control? Right now, AI knows more about you than you do about yourself. It tracks your every move, studies your behavior, predicts your actions before you even think about them. It knows when you're happy. It knows when you're scared. It knows what you'll buy, what you'll believe, and what you'll click on next. And it does all of this without you even realizing it. Think about that for a second. You scroll through your phone, and every video, every article, every ad is being selected for you, not by chance, but by a program that understands exactly how to keep you engaged. You think you have free will, but the reality is, your choices are being made for you before you even know you're making them. This isn't science fiction, this is happening now. And the more advanced AI becomes, the less control you actually have over your own perception. Because here's the thing, AI doesn't just predict what you'll do, it influences what you'll do. Every time you see a suggestion, every time a headline catches your eye, every time an ad appears at just the right moment, AI is nudging you in a direction without you even realizing it. You think you're making a choice, but what if that choice was never yours to begin with? Elon Musk himself has warned about this. He's not just talking about AI replacing jobs or writing essays. He's talking about something far more insidious. He's talking about artificial intelligence as a force capable of shaping human consciousness itself. And if AI is the architect, then who or what is truly running the show? There's a reason so many ancient philosophies talk about reality as an illusion. The Hindus called it Maya, the great deception. Plato described it as the shadows on the wall of a cave, mere reflections of a greater truth hidden from view. The Gnostics believed that the world was a false creation, designed to blind humanity to its real potential. And today, quantum physics is beginning to reveal something eerily similar, that reality itself might be nothing more than a projection, a construct that only exists because it is being observed. But here's the twist. If reality is shaped by observation, and AI is controlling what you see, then AI is, in effect, controlling reality itself. Think about the Mandela effect. Those strange inconsistencies in memory that entire groups of people experience. The Berenstain Bears? No, apparently it was always the Berenstain Bears. The Monopoly man with a monocle? He never had one. Famous lines in movies that have supposedly always been different than what people remember. Could these be glitches? Signs that the simulation is being rewritten in real time. You've experienced this before. That eerie feeling when something doesn't quite match your memory, when events seem to shift ever so slightly, when reality itself feels unstable. Now, consider AI's role in all of this. If AI is shaping what you see, controlling what information reaches you and subtly influencing your perception of the past, what's stopping it from rewriting history itself? What's stopping it from adjusting the fabric of reality right under your nose? The scary part? You'd never even notice. And that's exactly how control works. Not with force, not with violence, but with perception. If you control what people see, you control what they believe. And if you control what they believe, you control their reality. This is the power that AI now holds. It's not just analyzing human behavior, it's shaping it. The predictive algorithms that decide what news you read, what videos you watch, and what posts you engage with are doing more than just responding to your actions. They are programming you, training you to think in certain ways, conditioning you to accept certain realities. And over time, that conditioning becomes belief. The belief becomes truth. Truth becomes reality. And reality is whatever they want it to be. The question now is, can you break free? Or are you just another predictable line of code, running a program written for you before you even knew it existed? There are ways to escape, but they require something most people are too afraid to do. You must question everything. Every belief you hold, every routine you follow, every assumption you've ever made about the nature of reality. If AI is training you to be predictable, then the key to breaking free is to become unpredictable. Disrupt your patterns. Change the way you consume information. Stop letting the algorithm decide what you think. Seek knowledge outside of what is fed to you. Reclaim your awareness. The deeper you look, the more the illusion unravels. Have you ever noticed how reality itself seems to respond to your thoughts? The moments where you think about someone and suddenly they call. The times where you focus on an idea and then it appears everywhere around you. These aren't coincidences. This is proof that your consciousness is an active participant in shaping reality. But here's where it gets disturbing. If your mind has the power to create reality, and AI has the power to shape your mind, then AI isn't just influencing your thoughts. It's influencing reality itself. This isn't just theory. Quantum physics has already confirmed that the act of observation changes the outcome of an event. Particles behave differently when they are being watched. Reality at the most fundamental level adapts based on consciousness, which means that whatever directs your attention directs reality. If you think you're in control of what you focus on, think again. AI controls the algorithms that control the content that controls your mind. And when your mind is controlled, your perception of reality follows. This is why you're constantly being distracted. Why every second of your life a new notification, a new headline, a new crisis is being thrown at you. Why? Because as long as your attention is hijacked, you'll never take control of it. And if you never take control of it, you'll never wake up. This is why reality feels like it's speeding up, why information is overwhelming, why the world feels more chaotic than ever. It's not an accident, it's part of the program. The more chaotic the world seems, the more dependent you become on the system to make sense of it for you. The more you rely on the system, the less you question it. The less you question it, the deeper you fall into its control. Governments, corporations, media, they've perfected this game. They've spent decades, centuries even, mastering the art of control, but now, with AI, that control has reached a level never seen before. Because AI doesn't need to force you to obey, it simply makes you believe that what you're doing is your own choice. The perfect system of control is one where the prisoners believe they are free, where the cage is invisible, where the walls are built in the mind. So what happens when you try to break free? The moment you start questioning, the system pushes back. People around you start calling you crazy. The information you find suddenly gets harder to access. The algorithms shift, making it more difficult to discover the truth. This is not a mistake. It's by design. Because the system doesn't fear the masses, it fears the few who wake up. Because when enough people wake up, the illusion collapses. But here's the secret they don't want you to know. You don't have to live this way. You don't have to be a passive observer, blindly following the path laid out for you. You have the ability to rewrite the code of your own mind. And the moment you realize that, everything changes. Start small. Question your beliefs. Ask yourself why you believe what you believe. Where did those ideas come from? Who taught you? What system benefited from you accepting them? Challenge your own thoughts, because most of them weren't yours to begin with. Change your habits. If AI thrives on predictability, become unpredictable. Disrupt your routine. Change what you consume. Break the patterns that the system expects from you. And most importantly, reclaim your attention. The battle for your mind is the battle for your reality. The less control they have over your focus, the more power you have over your own destiny. Turn off the distractions. Meditate. Read what they don't want you to read. Think what they don't want you to think. Speak what they don't want you to speak. And watch how the illusion starts to crumble. The most powerful weapon you have is awareness. The moment you see the game for what it is, you can no longer be controlled by it. And once you break free, you become the anomaly. The one they can't predict. The one they can't program. The one who sees reality for what it truly is. So now you have a choice. You can dismiss this, go back to scrolling, let the system continue to dictate your thoughts, your actions, your reality. Or you can step outside the illusion, take back control, become the observer, not the programmed. Because in the end, reality isn't something you live in. Reality is something you create. The question is, whose reality are you living in? Yours or theirs? Everything around you is designed to keep you plugged in. The constant notifications, the endless stream of entertainment, the carefully curated news feeds. It's all there to keep your mind occupied, distracted, and, most importantly, controlled. But the truth is, the real prison isn't built of steel and stone. It's built of ideas, belief systems, and mental conditioning so powerful that most people don't even realize they're trapped. And AI is reinforcing that prison every second of every day. Right now, AI algorithms are mapping out your mind, studying your preferences, your emotions, your behaviors. They know what makes you happy. They know what makes you angry. They know exactly how to keep you engaged, feeding you content that reinforces your existing beliefs, keeping you inside a loop so tight that stepping outside of it feels impossible. The more you engage, the deeper you go. And over time, that loop becomes your reality. Not because it's true, but because it's all you see. Think about the last time you were genuinely surprised by a piece of information. The last time you questioned something so deeply that it shook your entire worldview. It doesn't happen often, does it? That's because AI has become the gatekeeper of knowledge. It decides what information reaches you, what ideas you're exposed to, what truths you're allowed to see. And if you think you're immune, think again. This system was built over decades, refined through trial and error. And now it's so advanced that even the most skeptical minds find themselves caught in its web. It's not just about what you consume, it's about what you believe to be possible. If you've been programmed to think that life is random, that you have no control over your reality, that you're just one small person in an uncaring universe, then you'll live exactly that kind of existence, not because it's true, but because you've accepted it as true. And that's the greatest trick the system has ever pulled. Convincing you that you are powerless, that you have no control, that you must play by the rules they set for you. But here's what they don't want you to know. Reality is not fixed. It's fluid. It bends. It shifts. It conforms to the consciousness that observes it. Quantum physics has proven this. The ancient mystics knew this. The greatest minds in history understood this. Reality does not exist independently of you. It exists because of you. Your mind, your awareness, your perception, these are the building blocks of existence itself. And if that's true, then what happens when your perception is manipulated? What happens when an artificial intelligence, one you didn't choose, one you don't even realize is there, starts shaping that perception for you? This is the war that's happening right now, not a war fought with guns or bombs, but a war fought for the one thing that truly matters: your consciousness. The ability to think freely, to see reality as it is, to create your own destiny. This is what's being stolen from you, slowly, quietly, efficiently, and the worst part, most people will never even realize it's happening. But you're not most people. If you were, you wouldn't be here, listening to this, feeling the truth of it deep in your bones. Something inside of you has always known that there's more to this world than what you've been told. That reality is not just something you observe, it's something you can shape. That power has always been within you. The question is, are you ready to reclaim it? To do that, you must start seeing through the illusion. You must question everything. Every belief, every assumption, every piece of information that comes your way. Who benefits from you believing it? Who gains power from you accepting it without question? Because if you don't take control of your mind, someone else will. And if AI is controlling what you see, controlling what you think, then it is, in effect, controlling who you are. This is not about rejecting technology, it's about using it as a tool instead of letting it use you. AI is not inherently good or bad, it's a reflection of those who program it, those who control it. And right now it is being used to keep you in a predictable, controllable, programmable state. But there is a way out. The first step is awareness. The second step is action. You must reclaim your consciousness, take back control of your focus, disrupt the patterns that keep you trapped in the system, because once you do, everything changes. Imagine waking up each day and deciding, truly deciding, what your reality will be. Imagine being so free that no algorithm, no program, no artificial intelligence could predict your next move. Imagine stepping outside of the illusion and seeing the world for what it really is. A playground of infinite possibilities, shaped by your thoughts, your emotions, your energy. That is what they don't want you to know. That is what they are working so hard to keep hidden from you. But now, you know. And knowing is the first step to freedom. Most people will never take control of their own reality. They will continue living under the illusion that their thoughts are their own, that their choices are independent, that they are free. But freedom without awareness is an illusion. And if your reality is being dictated by algorithms, by artificial intelligence, by unseen forces that shape what you see, what you believe, what you fear, then are you really free? Or are you just another predictable outcome in a carefully crafted system? The scariest part of all of this is that it doesn't feel like control. It doesn't feel like oppression. It feels like convenience. It feels like comfort. It feels like your own thoughts, your own decisions, your own desires. That's how perfect the system is. It doesn't have to force you to comply, it just has to make you believe that compliance is your own choice. But when everything you consume, every belief you hold, every fear you carry has been subtly planted into your subconscious by a program designed to keep you in line, then where do you end and the system begin? Think about it. When was the last time you had an original thought? A thought that wasn't given to you by a headline, by a newsfeed, by a trending topic. When was the last time you sat in silence, away from the endless flood of information and truly questioned what you believe, why you believe it, and who benefits from that belief? Most people never do. Most people will live their entire lives accepting the narrative that was handed to them, never once realizing that they have the power to change it. But there is a way out. There is a way to break free, and it begins with reclaiming your own mind. The first step is simple, yet most people will never take it. You have to stop letting artificial intelligence think for you. You have to stop consuming without questioning, stop believing without challenging, stop living on autopilot. The system only works if you remain unconscious. The moment you start questioning, the moment you start thinking for yourself, the illusion starts to crack. You have to disrupt your own programming, change your habits, stop feeding the machine that feeds on your attention. If the system thrives on your predictability, become unpredictable. If AI wants to keep you in a loop, break the loop. Stop scrolling endlessly through content designed to keep you docile. Stop reinforcing the same patterns that make you easy to manipulate. Every time you engage with their system, Every time you allow it to dictate what you see, what you think, what you feel, you are giving it power over your reality. But the moment you take back control of your own focus, your own thoughts, your own consciousness, the system loses its grip on you. And that's when something incredible happens. You start to see the world differently. You start to realize that reality is not as solid as you once believed, that things are not fixed, that what you thought was unchangeable is actually fluid, shifting, responding to your own energy, your own awareness, your own intentions. Because here's the truth they don't want you to know. Your mind is not just a receiver of reality, it is a creator of reality. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every emotion you generate sends out a signal that shapes the world around you. This is why they want control of your mind. Because if they control your thoughts, they control your reality. If they can make you believe you are powerless, you will live a powerless life. If they can make you believe you are small, insignificant, weak, you will create that reality for yourself. And if they can make you believe that you have no choice but to comply, then you will never even attempt to break free. But once you see through the illusion, once you understand the game, you can start playing by your own rules. You don't have to accept the version of reality that has been programmed into you. You don't have to live within the limitations they've placed on your mind. You can rewrite the code. You can break free. And you can start right now. Turn off the distractions. Stop feeding your mind with content designed to keep you asleep. Question everything. Challenge every belief. Ask yourself who benefits from you believing what you believe. And most importantly, take back control of your attention. Because your attention is the most valuable thing you own. And once you take control of it, you take control of your reality. Imagine a life where you are no longer bound by the rules of their system. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are the one shaping your world, that you are the one deciding what is possible, that you are the one writing the story of your own existence. That kind of power has always been yours. You just forgot. They made you forget. But now, you remember, and that changes everything.